The visual and performing arts all came together recently at Perkins Elementary with an interdisciplinary performance called the Concerto Cafe, Pictures at an Exhibition. The program, showcasing the Perkins Magnet Arts Program, drew rave reviews from an enthusiastic gathering earlier this year. The two-night production concluded weeks of preparation and rehearsals.
This is about the sixth time that we've done this show. We started, the first one is in about 2000, year 2000, and it's a collaboration of all of the arts at our school. We have, as a magnet school, we have a dance, a theater program, Spanish, visual art, and a very extensive music program. So we wanted to have a format, to have a showcase of what we do. And as art teachers, we felt like, well, let's have it be about art.
The artwork itself, usually Michelle and I, we find pieces that speak to us, and we try to get a great variety from the ancient pieces all the way up through modern, and we try to create variety so that, you know, we have anywhere from sculptures to paintings to, you know, drawings, abstract as well. And so that's sort of where it starts, and from there it creates sort of a life of its own where it starts to develop. And sometimes, you know, a piece remains as a still piece where our students pose in front and are sort of a frozen piece of the art, but sometimes it starts to kind of take on a life where it, you know, we just imagine something different starts to happen, where the students start to move, or sometimes they start to talk.
Many hands make light work. We couldn't possibly do this by ourselves. So we've gotten a lot of help from parents, a lot of volunteers coming in to help paint the backdrops and work on props and the costumes and things like that.
The pieces, even though they're more chosen by Michelle and I, the students have a lot of leeway. You can actually see kind of with this piece over here with the sunflowers, the students kind of took it in a different direction, and instead of keeping all the sunflowers, you know, in shades of gold and orange, and they kind of went off, and some became pink or browns, and they, you know, we like to let, for those pieces that they put their hands to, we like to let them, you know, sort of visualize it in their own way too.
We started thinking last year, we started choosing artwork at the very beginning of this school year. When we met our students, we thought, okay, we could do this piece, we could do that piece, and we pretty much had everything selected by September.
Sometimes we have students that jump in and say, oh, it would be cool if we got to talk, or if, you know, we have some students who have a sort of an innate desire to take it in a direction, and so we definitely get good ideas from our students. They come up with things as well.
Basically, the whole concept of Concerto Cafe is about showcasing art and art history and the stories that art tells. It's all about a time and a place and a moment in history, and so through artwork, people learn a lot about human nature and cultures, and I feel like that's probably one of the most important parts of the show, is for our students to be exposed to that, not just in terms of the visual art, but also musically, like what kind of music was happening during that time period.
Concerto Cafe is a musical. It's based on a musical that the composer Modest Mussorgsky had made when he got the idea from a visit to an art museum.
So Mussorgsky wrote this music based on artwork. So what are you going to do in Concerto Cafe?
I am going to be Harriet Tubman in the Sunflower Quilt Bee. It's all about the Black African American girls who help free people and save people's lives.
Tell me about what's in your lap.
This is the quilt that they were making in the painting. And the quilt is about civil rights women and how they did stuff for our country.
The artist is Andy Warhol. He is a pop artist, and he created this painting of the Marilyns. This is Marilyn Monroe. She was a famous movie actor and the most beautiful woman on earth. I'm going to be standing right here with my face outside of this box, and then I'm going to say a line.
Hey, over here, it's me, the real Marilyn. But shh, don't tell the others, they don't know they're fakes. Hey, over here, it's me, the real Marilyn. Shh, don't tell the others, they don't know they're fakes.
Hey, over here, it's me, the real Marilyn. Shh, don't tell the others, they don't know they're fakes.
Hey, over here, it's me, the real Marilyn. Shh, don't tell the others, they don't know they're fake.
Yoo-hoo! It's me, the real Marilyn. Shh, don't tell the others, they don't know they're fakes.
Brown. I think the audience walks away with a very rich sense of what the arts are all about.
The students in our art-focused classes have chosen to be an art focus. They could have chosen drama, dance, any number of our music focuses or video, but these students wanted to choose to have art for an extra hour a week on top of their regular art class that they get. So they're artists at heart, you know, and they're quiet artists and they're loud artists. We've got a whole range of students, so they're very into art. There's just a magic about this show, the way that it all comes together. It doesn't feel like you're watching a show with children, almost. These kids, they really take up ownership of it, and it has a life of its own when it comes together with the music and the dance and the drama. It just has a magic that no other show that I've seen at an elementary school has.
This was one of the best shows that we've ever done. It was probably a bit ambitious with some of the choices, but the kids they just did a fantastic job of being engaged and taking their role seriously, and the end result has just been, you know, a fabulous big boom. We're really excited about it.
Well, that's it for this edition of Spectrum of the Arts. We hope that you've enjoyed seeing some of the outstanding work being done by students and their teachers in Pinellas County Schools. This is Jonathan Ogle. We'll see you next time.